Hey, all my friends, I want to remind you again, there's a fundraising on my channel for the flood victims in Pakistan from this year. It's very up-to-date issue. People right now need the help. And on this point, I want really quick to say I'm going to put fundraising on even more videos. It's all the same. It's all for Pakistan right now. And please donate a little bit of money. It goes like to the flood victims of Pakistan. I just opted in there, and I think we're gonna take a look at the actual news. I mean this 2 days ago already. I think there could have been a lot of change already, but I saw this from BBC. So we're gonna take a look at this right now. If you don't know what's happening there, I mean, you see already on screen this. It's really heavy flood happening, and we're going to take a look at this report.
In Pakistan, the government says floods across the country have now killed more than 1,300 people. Rescue efforts.
1,300? I guess there are more. I think there are more because we don't know. Like, government says it's the one thing, but we don't know, man.
Efforts are continuing in parts of Sindh province. It's one of the worst affected areas.
Sindh.
There's real pressure now to rebuild all of these buildings that have been lost. Climate Change Minister Sherry Rahman said that international expertise will be needed to help make the country's infrastructure climate resilient. She's been speaking to our Pakistan correspondent, Pumza Khalani.
That's the thing. Look, it's for the this money from this fundraising is for the flood victims. The country itself needs to recover again and build infrastructure to prevent this from happening again. You know, this is the other thing, of course.
In Pakistan, where there was very little climate literacy, it's been a real uphill task. But this year has brought so many cascading calamities, one after another, that naturally people ask, what is it that we're doing wrong? So,
look, the thing she's talking, like they didn't know like that they were doing something wrong. I saw people commenting under my last video that they really criticized like the Prime Minister from Pakistan, like what he said about the flood, because it could actually been prevented before if there had been the right steps to do so, right?
We may be developed wrong, we may have built hotels in the wrong riverbed, say in Swat, we may have not had enough storm drains in a big city like Karachi, although this time many were functioning. You just can't, no city can cope with 1,100 millimeters of water in 5 hours. It's just not possible.
I mean, it was really extreme, that's true.
So you know, people are beginning to, it's intellectually fun to sort of agile to say, okay, is it development or is it climate? Honestly, obviously development, climate resilient development is needed. Now, we just have a tsunami pouring.
Hey, boy.
In cloudbursts from the sky. Nobody understands what this is. When you say this is climate change, this is because of the heat wave, they do cling to the science of the argument. However, public anger...
What's she actually talking about? Is she saying like this is not climate change? I didn't really catch it, man. I was so distracted somehow.
Say this is climate change. This is because of the heat wave. They do cling to the science of the argument. However, public anger remains what it is. If you can't get food to eat or shelter, you ask yourself, and you've seen it on the ground, the needs are so great, the gap is so great, that the government is struggling with all 3 military forces on the ground, fully deployed, all of us, to get people to ground. You know, that's the issue really.
Very close to...
Yeah, we talked about in the last video under the comments like that. I said like the country needs help, that's for sure, but they were like at fault for this to happen in this, like not at all that there was so much water, but that they didn't prevent like build dams and kind of stuff. So there was one thing about this.
The conversation around this being a climate-induced crisis has been the point around Pakistan's role in its own emissions, that's only less than 1%.
Yes, yeah, we had this, well, I don't know why they're actually saying that, always like Pakistan is not at fault because they are not responsible for the emissions worldwide. I mean, of course, that's the thing, but I don't know why this is important right now. I mean, the people are the important point right now. I don't know what they're talking about.
Is Pakistan assigning blame, right? And if it is, who should be doing more now to help out with a problem that Pakistan feels they have not created?
There is a strong sense that while we haven't asked for formal reparations, that's a strong litigious, adversarial political process. We have certainly made the moral case for compensations for loss and damage at the Conference of Parties that we expect to be at in Egypt next in November, and even at the last one. Loss and damage and the privileging, or rather prioritizing, of adaptation and adaptation resources for countries that are at the ground zero of this climate catastrophe. The world did not take the actions it was meant to, and by that I mean the richer countries who've gotten rich on the back of fossil fuels and have been...
Man, yeah, we know about that. Can we please talk about the people? Not about like the industry nations being at fault. We know that they are the industry nations are at fault for climate change, but this doesn't help the people right now, you know?
Their way to, you know, until kingdom come. And now we have a situation where those of us, even Africa, is a 3% emitter. All of it. So
yes,
those countries, including ours, are now feeling the heat, quite literally, of other people's development and greed.
Weird report, man. I don't know what BBC is kind of. We go on NBC News real quick. There was a short video right here. Well, hopefully we get more pictures on screen.
For decades, world trade has been dominated by the dollar.
The strength of a nation's currency is based on the strength of that nation's economy. And the American economy is by far the strongest in the world.
That actually became weaponized by the U.S.
Okay. The thing is, there was another video in the background. The thing is, everything here was land. Like, this is not a sea, actually, you know? It was actually land, and the truck is just... Hey man, this is unreal, man. Holy cow. Crazy stuff, man.
बोर्ड की अगली साइड से, हाँ बोर्ड की अगली साइड.
Look, that's what I mean. There was a street right there. There was a street. There's still the street sign, man. Work has been taking place around Mancha Lake to prevent further uncontrolled flooding of residential areas. Oh, we have no sound, man. Yeah, it says no audio. All right. Look, this is so massive, man. This is so massive. 100,000 people have already been displaced, and if it breaches its bank, it could affect hundreds of thousands more. Authorities said this just which region? Because there, like, millions lost their homes. I don't know what this 100,000 is about. Yeah, we had some of those pictures already. NBC News Now.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News.
Dude. All right, look. Maybe I should have watched these videos before. I don't know. I know I watched BBC report before, and that was a good one. I like the one. Many crucial things were said there, and the pictures they shown, that was crazy. The one with the helicopter, someone getting brought out by a helicopter within the floods and type of stuff. All right, So please, I can only say I had these 2 videos that I saw coming up. I wanted to show them to you, and please, yeah, donate for this fundraising. I'm getting 0 from this fundraising. This is all going straight to Pakistan. This is not anything that I get or getting any part of it. It's just for Pakistan. And if you want to support the country, the institutions that go there worldwide to help Pakistan, it helps, like, to rebuild the country, to rescue the people, to preserve them with food, because all the crops are destroyed and kind of stuff, you know. It really helps them. I just wanted to put this up on the board again, and yeah, I would say I wish you the very best. Stay healthy, stay well, good luck, and farewell.